Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're happy to see you, especially on a really cold night when everybody would rather get onto the blankets, and with a nice cup of soup and just zone out. I'm
Yeah.
totally in that mindset. But happy to see you. Joanne and Anthony is a new name. Nice to see you. Welcome. Everybody's hiding. Nobody's on camera. Hi, Carrie. Yes, look at that. That's so funny. Here's my soup.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
If you can hear me, I'm just getting my camera. We've got two cameras, and both of them don't seem to be syncing up. So I'm just working on
oh,
that right now. You should be able to see me soon.
okay, great. Thanks for joining.
Happy to be here.
I think it was on, what's today, Thursday? Tuesday, I came home and it was the first really cold, nasty day we had, and I came home and made a pot of soup because it was just that kind of night. And I've been slowly making my way through it, and I gave a giant container to a friend of mine because there was so much. Hi, Marilyn. Welcome, welcome.
Huh.
How's it?
I just spent a few minutes trying to find the email. I'm always looking for your name, and it's
Oh,
not from you, it's from Zoom. And then I forgot what the topic was, so I couldn't look it up that way. So I figured it out. But can you just tell me real quick what supplies I'm supposed to have?
um,
Cardstock?
cardstock,
Okay.
scissors, tape, glue stick, markers, scissors.
Okay, got it. I
Any
can
of
do that.
that.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. So, I was just saying hi to everybody. Welcome. Thank you for making the extra effort to pop in tonight. I know it's easier to just wrap yourself in a blanket and curl up on the couch, but we have Faye here with us tonight. Do you go by Faye?
Yes, I go by
Okay.
Faye.
Thank you. And I met Faye when I took her workshop at the Long Island Symposium. I think it was in March this year, earlier when
Was
you
it
did
this
it the
year?
first time.
Yeah, I
Or
think
was
so. Because either
yeah.
this year or last year, I forgot.
Yeah, it was really fabulous, and I thought, what a cool thing. And so I chased her down and asked if she would share it with us on our club, which is great. So I'm going to hand it over to Faye to take over, and at about 8:15, I'll post the link for attendance and CTLE credit in the chat. Please make sure that you fill it out, even if you don't need the CTLE. I need it to cover my you know what for attendance purposes. So without further ado, I'm going to spotlight you, Faye, for everybody.
Yeah.
And we could see your face for as long as you share it.
Uh,
All
let
right.
me quickly just close my curtain on the back. Okay.
Okay.
My neighbor is making really delicious things, I think, because I can smell it. So,
Okay.
hi everyone, I'm Faye. I'll be showing you guys some pop-up book examples. So I'll just switch my camera. So this is, I think, the last second you will see my face for a while, and then I'll see you again at the end of the workshop.
Yay. Thank you.
This is better.
That's perfect.
Let me see myself. Okay, so for today's workshop, you will need these materials and tape. You can use glue stick, or I prefer tape better because glue stick you do need to put a little bit more, and they will need some time to actually dry and make the pages attached together. So I usually use tape instead. Um, so these are the material. If you haven't collect them, you can. get a couple more of the cardstock paper because you'll be making a 6 spread pages pop-up book in this workshop. So a few more, I would say like about 10 will be good. So I gave you about like 1 minute to collect your material, and then I'll show you some examples, what I have in my class. I'm a high school art teacher in Queens. I started teaching in 2021, so this is I've taught pop-up book in my classroom for 3 years. So these are some of the example books that I collected over the past couple years. So let me show you. This is one of the books the kids made based on Simpsons, the show. So when you open, you have your cover. First one, you have the V-fold, pops up with image. And then second spread, box fold. So you can see, sorry, here we go.
That's so cute.
And then this is another V-fold. V-fold usually is 180 degrees, so you open all the way up. Your background is your the surrounding. Box folds are usually 90-degree folds, so it has like a little box in the back, and these are like tabs. So, and then these are what we call the tabs or flips. It's like a little books you can create multiple pages. So these are more like a flip things. And then here is another flip. Flip is the surprise when you open it and see what's underneath. So you said
I
flip,
love that.
flip. And then this is like 6 spread pages, and that's one of the book. And then the second one is created based on Ghibli studio, Japanese artists. If you have seen Spirit Away or Totoro, that's the artist. Hayao Miyazaki is all the movies. So box full with the character. Box full again. So you don't need to use a lot of like fancy techniques. Basically, my student only learn 4, which is the tab. This is the tab that you attach onto the paper, and then here having Totoro popping up. This is what we call a V fold, and then you have the box fold. This is falling apart. So this is box fold to glue character in front of each other, like so that you can create like a scenery. So mostly they will use maximum four pop-up techniques. Oh, the mouth is here. Here you go.
You said this was high school, right?
This is high school, yes. I teach
Yeah.
high school, so they are mixed 9 to 12th grade level. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the mouth is popping. So, and then there's other student who creates pop-up book using like animal houses. So they create their own story, and then mostly they would just use either box fold or V fold, and then add a little tabs for the environment decoration, like the grass here. So they use mostly about 3 techniques to create their books. But the outcome turns out really nice too. There you go.
Great.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be something really complicated. You can have the student think of something like a simple theme and simple drawing, but incorporating multiple same folding, you can create a really nice image too. So if you teach like a lower grade level, you can just teach them how to make a pop-up cards based on a story, based on a movie, or based on a song, something like that. They most likely will create something really nice. But if you're like middle school to high school level, I would recommend making a book. So make them like extended the project a little longer, so the outcome will turn out much better. Um,
How
and then
long do you spend on it on this unit with the high schoolers?
we have like a whole marking period. It's about 2 months. I see them every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe I have about 6 weeks maximum. So this is like 6 week and I see them every day.
Right.
So this is the project I created to show them as example. I like food and I like to draw food a lot. So when they usually will be like, Miss, I don't know what to do with my theme. And I will say like, just create a book with food. Teach me something about your culture and show me what are the foods your culture has. You know, like during holiday or during just household, everyone has their special dish. So I asked them like, what's for dinner? Okay, and then I show them and I use paper collage. Like if kids they're not very good at drawing, you
Mm-hmm.
tell them you can just cut paper and glue it together. So as long as you like cut them in the range, this is like one of my favorite Chinese dish. It's called hot pot. You have like a bowl of water or soup broth, and then you can mix whatever dish, raw meat or vegetable, and just put it in and boil it. Everyone can sit around and have it. So this is one, and then we know. Let's see, we have Taco Tuesday, right? And then you have the little fold in the back. So Taco Tuesday, and then open up the flip. Then you have like different ingredient. So chicken, shrimp, or whatever fish, right? Like then they don't have to draw it. They can just be like paper made and cut it and tape them all together. So it's more like paper collage in a way. And
Mm-hmm.
then you will have spiral. This is like pizza. Who doesn't love pizza, right? And then you have doodle, things like that. So you can make these out too.
I love
Um,
that stretchy cheese. Oh my God.
right? Look at
That's
that.
great.
And a
It's awesome.
breadstick. And of course, we need a little bit of vegetable, Brussels sprout. So, and then you'll have like, I think this is the Thai food. I forgot what the name of it. So it's like the type of Thai food. So I show them some example and I would do it with them together. So this is like Korean food. No, this is not Korean. This is papaya.
Oh,
Paella?
paella. Paella?
Papaya. Yeah, paella.
The Spanish food? Yeah.
Yes, the Spanish seafood. So then you have that as well. These are all like tab. So they stick out. These are the tabs that sticks out. So if the kids don't know what to do, I usually just show them. This is one of my example. You can do food, you can do flowers, you can do animals. This one is the Korean dish with all the banta. So if you open the flip, you can see all of the little beautiful dishes that they have. All of those will becomes like one of the bowl.
Oh, the side dishes for the
Yeah, the
Korean. Oh,
side
I love that.
dishes.
Yeah.
So like you can just make them into a flip and each one will open into their side dishes. So that would be like one of the idea. So all the example I show you in this couple books, I'll teach you how to make them in your sample book so you can keep it and you can bring it back to your classroom and teach your kids for a project.
I
Okay,
love it.
so let me get started. Everyone can start with me together. Just grab one piece of cardstock paper. We start with box fold. Box fold is technically a 90-degree fold. So put your paper horizontally and then fold it from left to right or from right to left if you're lefty. And then just corner to corner line it up and then crease the side, and then you will have like a page spread. And after this, you're gonna make 2 cuts in the folded area. So this is the folded line. On the folded line side, you're going to make 2 cuts. I'm gonna use markers, just draw it out. So every time when you make the 2 cut, just make sure this 2 cut is not longer than half of your side. If it's over half, they're gonna pop it and stick out from the on the top here. So make sure it's shorter than half of your page. So I'll make one first, and then so use your scissors, just cut along with those 2 lines. After you cut them, you just fold it up. Okay. After you unfold it, you're gonna unfold that and then open your book page. Use your finger, just push it up, push it to the middle, and then it will pop to the other side. So it will be like this. You should have a little box, like a little steps. So once you have a little box, you could start adding, let me grab another paper. Okay. So once you have your little box now, you can think about like, oh, what can you do with it? It depends on how you look at the book. If you look at the book like you open it like this, you could be like, this could be just like a flower pot. If you draw like a flower pot, it could be a flower pot. This is the pot. And then you use a separate piece of paper and then draw some flowers and then you glue it on top. So I'm gonna put some flower on the side of this paper. And then I cut it out. Before I glue it here, I'm gonna fold it in half too, so then they lined up with the folding area. So here, paper tape. There you go. So it could be like a flower pot, and then every time you open and fold, it will stick in there.
Okay, cute. Got
So
it.
if you look at the page, it's like this. But if you put the box, if I remove the flower now, and if your book is open from like bottom to the top like this could become like a steps. So you can draw something else and put it in front here. So like if you have a character, let me create another character. So if you have like a page and you have a house in the front, you could just simply glue your character in front of this box, and every time when you open it, the character will stick up too. So, oops, because I wasn't gluing it right there. So this
Is
is
there a way to actually make multiple steps on one tab?
yes, you can. So I'm going to show you on the side here so you can see. You can create multiple multiple box. We call it generation box. So the first step is the same. You are going to create one box first. Create the first box you create, it should be bigger, wider, because that way it allows you to create a second layer. So same idea, cut the two strips and then fold it up, crease it, and then you unfold this and push it up again. Push it towards center. All right. So now you have your base. After you have your base, go back to the side. Okay. On here, this is where you're gonna make your second layer fold. So on the same folded line, you're going to create another step. You can make multiple in here. If you wanted to create two, you can make two smaller one too. Every box is made with two lines. So
And do you cut through both halves of the paper or just the one half?
you could cut through both of these. You can cut through both of the folded area. If you cut through both, that means you're gonna create a box from the top here
Right,
and here.
right.
So I'm gonna show you from the top first. Like I'm gonna show you to cut on the first layer, which is this one, and then it will pop on the top here.
Okay.
If you create both of them together, it will show on both. So I will do one that it's single and one is two, so you'll see it. And then I'll do the other one, both of them together. Here you go. So let me press it and open.
It's a little hard to see because it's such a bright, the light is like a hot spot. There it goes. Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Wow, that's really neat.
So this one is the one you see the top box and the bottom box in the middle. The middle one is the one that you created first. So then you see the box is much bigger. And then the top one is the one that you cut it from the top piece. And then the bottom one is the one that you cut it from the back there. It's the bottom piece. So you could cut both of them and or you can cut one. And if you wanted to create another one on top here, you can just go to the back here where the folded area is, and then you make another one too.
So you could
As
just keep
long,
going until you run out of
yeah, as long
space.
as you every time when you cut, make sure they're not longer than what the box you created. Just don't make it over half of the length, then it's okay.
Right.
Yeah. So this is all box fold. So when the kids create multiple layer of box fold, they could build houses, they could build like anything. They could just like draw a rooftop here and then create windows. This could be like windows. Here would be the door, something like that. And then you can have them create windows here as well. So once they start drawing, they can envision their plans. Something like that. So like once you see the line drawings coming up together, you are able to show the kids.
Oh, fun.
I hope I hope you guys are doing it as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you guys a couple minutes. Maybe you can like cut this piece and then show or ask me questions.
Does anybody have questions? We have one in the chat. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, we answered that one. So cool. What grade level? Okay.
Grade level. I teach the example I show you guys are 9 to 12 grades. I've taught middle school before, and we did cards because I have them only twice a week, so it was a shorter time. That's why we make cards instead of books. So this is like generation. This is what we call generation of box full, and I'll write the notes here so you will know. Box full is what we also call 90 degrees full.
90-degree fold, you said?
Yes, 90 degrees, they always have a background surface. So it's like every time you look at it, they are attached onto a surface like this. So you will have the backdrop and then a stage. It always attached to both of them. So it's 90 degrees. And then, for example, I mentioned like if you create a house here, you can have window that maybe like French door open, so you can create flip. The flip is very easy. It's just like you're folding a piece of paper in half, like a spread page. So let me use a scrap piece of, I'll use a color paper here. Let me cut a small piece. So all you need is like a piece of paper. You fold it in half, and then you can glue them. You can tape them or glue them together. I'll just tape this and make it too big. Do it smaller. Okay, so I can tape one of the windows up here. Right. Once you've taped the windows, from the outside you can just draw like a little cross, so it's like a regular windows. But once it's open up, you can create, maybe it's a little cat sitting by the windows looking outside or something, so it's like what we call the hidden treasures. Usually you open it up, you see what's underneath. So that's called flip. This one here is called a flip. Is everyone okay with this?
Yep. I'm still working on my
So
first.
let me know if you need a little more time here, and then I'll get ready for the V fold.
So I'm just learning limitations as I go. So I made like your pot with I wanted to put a tree in it, but
Oh,
the
cool.
top can't
Mhm.
be bigger. It's not opening up when I open. I don't know if you could see it here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
I have to narrow the sides so that it pops open, I
Right.
guess. So
There's a solution you can do is on the top of your flower. Um, Here's my little flowers. On top of your little flower, like imagine. So on your top here is your flower.
right.
Just on the side here, before you cut, you could create a little tab just before you cut it. Make sure you cut it and save like a little piece of tab on the side.
Uh-huh.
So that tab can be glued onto the edges. That way, maybe when you open it, it's gonna stay folded.
It'll pop open.
Yeah, it will pop open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
Is other people okay with this or yeah, okay.
Does
Um,
anybody want to hold up their practice, or should we move on? Nothing. Oh, good, Marilyn, that's so great. Oh, you did both of them. Excellent.
yeah.
Yay.
Okay.
Carrie, that's awesome. Did you
Yeah.
use wrapping paper in your background? Or is it a cardboard box?
It's scrapbook paper.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was just what I had handy.
Whatever
Yeah.
works, right? I
And
love it.
it was appropriately seasoned.
Say that 10 times fast.
It's great.
I
So
love it.
that's the box fold and the flip. Anybody else would like to share?
I guess everybody else is watching.
Okay, that's fine. And then the next one, it's the V fold. The V fold are the most fun one. The kids love the most because you will end up having effects like this. Hello, how are we doing tonight? So they love the VFO because there's two different way. This is one of the way to create VFO, because you have VFOs like 2 and 3. This is like generation VFO that you have horns on the top or eyes on the top, and then you have a mouth. There's another VFO is the one like this kind. There's another type, it's like this kind of VFO. If you wanted to create a city view, upside down. If you wanted to create a city, you have 1 layer, 2 layer, and 3 layer with bushes around. So this is another type of VFO. VFO is what we also call 180 degrees fold. It's equal to 180 degrees fold. The reason why they are 180 degree is your spread paper, the bottom piece, the one that I'm touching right now, it's open 180 degree flat. So that is your stage. Your background is your surrounding. So you don't usually, your background is like where the open negative areas. So same thing for here, like this little monster, it has to open 180 degrees flat like this to create the effect. So let's start with the monster because kids love the monster a lot. Grab a new piece of paper and then same idea, fold the paper in half. Corner, line it up, crease on the side. And then now if you're creating a monster, I usually start, instead of making 2 cuts, you only cut 1. You cut 1, and then I usually start a little lower, more like 2/3 of the way down, so then you can make the eyes on top later. So it depends how long you want for this one. You can make it a little longer so you have a bigger mouth. So now you go on the side, cut. Make sure every time you cut, you're cutting from the folded line. Make sure you cut it from the folded line, not the open area. Some students make a mistake before, they always cut it from the open area, so it doesn't work. After you cut it, all you need to do is fold upward, fold it in an angle. Fold it both sides. up and the bottom. After you fold them, you're gonna unfold the area and then open your book page, and then you pop it up from the middle area. So use your finger to lift the center line up. So that way, and when you open, you will have an open mouth. I know the lighting is a little, yeah. You should have like a diamond shape sort of movement every time when you like stretch your page. You should have like a little bird beak. Yeah, that's the big bird. That's the big bird.
Yes.
Nice. So now we have the mouth. You can make two more generation V-fold on the side, on the top here to create eyes, or you can just like draw the eyes. Some of the kids have hard time doing this, especially when your fold on the top is small. They will have a little hard time making the eyes pop. It's the same structure how we started with the mouth. It's the same way. You fold the paper back to the side here, and then on the top you create a diagonal line higher, but don't make it too long because it depends how thick you have here. If the top of your mouth here it's bigger, you can make the eyes bigger. But if your space on the top here is very linear and very small, then your eyes would not work that well. Okay, so if you make something it's small here, you might want to redo a new one and just make the beak a little bigger. So I'll make it a little.
Should it be a 90-degree cut? Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it's a 90-degree. So this way you draw one, but you're gonna cut both of them together like this angle. You're gonna cut both of them together, so you
Right.
create two eyes. After you cut them, you folding left and right together. So you fold left and fold right. It's the same way how you create the mouth, and then you do the back as well. After you fold them, you just unfold all the cup area and then use your finger to push them to the middle. Push them to the other side. So that way you can create the eyes pop. This V-fold works better with cardstock paper that is a little like thicker because they have the resistance to make the paper stand up. If it's regular like letter size paper, they don't usually pop that well. So that's why it's better to use cardstock paper, something it's around like 60 pounds or 90 pounds heavier. So now you have like both eyes and mouth.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Yay, there you go. So you can be more creative just by adding teeth, right? Like the sample one here, adding eyes, adding teeth, some kind of like tentacle or arms, and then give them a little more like expressions to it. So
Oh, these are great.
yeah. Or like if the kids are like, I don't have time, miss. I can't take so many things. Just have them draw it. You can have them like draw along with the folded line, draw it out, the character. So, and then after they draw it, they can create like any kind of characters, however they want. It could be a monster, it could be a frog, it could be a bird, and then they can color it.
Okay, I have a question.
Mhm.
If I wanted to put a tongue that
Yes.
pops out of the mouth,
Hmm.
would I tape it to the inside of the bottom tab? And then when it closes, would it fold? It would stick out of the paper though, right?
Yes.
Trying
Um,
to,
you could do it is, let me fold one paper in the back so it will show better. Okay, so usually you will have a back paper like what I show in here with the red color. So in the back there, if you want the tongue to show on the right side, you're gonna put the tongue on the left of the backing. Let me cut a tongue with,
so that would be a tab glued to the backing.
yes. Let me use a green paper. So you will create a piece of tab, just fold the paper a little bit on the ends to create a little leg, and then you can tape them. Look at the tape. You can tape the tongue on the left side, and then that way it will fold. Okay, make sure it's the right angle. Following, need to put it back here. Following on the bottom of your tongue, and it
Oh, I
folds in the back here, so it lines up in the middle. Tape it, and that way it folds easily, and when you open it, the tongue will just like come out. Well, mine is
okay.
shorter, so if you
I
make it
think I
longer,
got it.
it'll come out on the right or on the right side.
I think I did it.
The other way to do it, you can also just like tape it on the back, right inside here, on the inside of the mouth too,
The folds,
and then
yeah.
it will show.
I
Yeah,
think I did that. Yeah.
I have kids before they did like a little worm coming out from the eye hole here too. So
Well, that's creepy.
yeah.
So cute.
So this is one of the V fold.
So you could do actually the box fold on the V fold.
Mm, you could, but not really, because box fold are straight. V fold has to be in an angle. They could
No, I
do, you
mean,
could do,
if I wanted to like put up here like an antenna that pops up
oh, yes,
on
yes,
this fold, you could make a box fold, a tiny box fold that would hold the antenna, right?
yes, yes, you can do that. Hmm.
Okay, got it. Got it, got it.
Yeah. So this is one, and then I'll show you the second type of VFO, which is the one I showed you earlier, like the layer ones. That one needs two pieces of paper, because one of them needs to be cut out. So I'll move this off first. So I'm gonna use one paper that's red and one is white, so it's easier for you to see. You're gonna have, you don't have to draw the line. I draw it because I wanted to show you later when you guys glue it together for this V-fold. So you're gonna need one paper for the background, like for the stage. So this is the stage paper. You don't have to cut anything. You just use it as a stage for gluing. You fold the paper in half. Make sure that the middle line is creased so you know later where you're gonna glue your stuff into the middle. So the middle line here is the center line where you're gonna tape all your pieces together. And then use a second piece of paper. You're gonna cut them in half first. So fold the paper in half and cut it, because we don't need to use the whole paper. They're too big for the V-fold here. So cut them in half. You only use half of them in here. And this small half, you will fold them in half first. And then you're gonna make about, I usually save about ½ inch at the bottom. This is gonna be the tab. So once you have the ½ inch on the folded line, so this is the folded, on the folded side where the tab is, you are going to make a cut to create the little angle here. This is the corner. You're gonna make a cut. You cut it off.
On the open side or the folded side?
The folded side.
Okay.
So after you cut them, your paper should look like this. You will have a little triangle. So, and then I'm gonna line up on the other side here so you can see it. This is gonna be the building. I'm gonna draw it out first so you can see what it's like. Okay, so at the bottom, we saved it. This is the tab area. You're gonna fold the tab upward, so you create the legs. Once you have those tabs, you're able to like line it up your buildings on the stage. So this is where you need to be careful when you glue your building to the stage. This has to be an angle. Don't ever glue them 90 straight up like this. Don't ever glue them 180 degree. Always glue them either like 120 or 80 degrees or something, like in an angle. Otherwise they don't stand up. So you tape, easily to do it is tape one side first. Make sure the center line, this center folded line on your piece, it's lining up in the middle of your stage line too. I usually do it on one side first. Once you tape one side, you're gonna bend the paper down, and then on the other side of the tab, you put the glue or the tape on, and then fold it up and close your paper. Once you close the paper, the tab will glue directly on the opposite side of the page. So when you open it up, it will automatically stand up on its own.
Ah,
All right. Let me know if you got this.
I
Yay! Great. So now because I did like a little building in the back, like you can just be careful. Tell the kids when they do it too, always just tape the templates on first and then see how much they have a little pieces sticking out from the paper. If they stick out a lot, just use scissors to cut them out first. After they cut it, this is the biggest templates that goes in from this placement. And then they can create another one in the front. So this is also called generation V-fold, but it's like in a valley. One is the tallest one is in the back, and then there's a medium high, and the shortest one is in the front. So you create like a illusion of space to it. So you can create another one. So like the other half of the paper we cut it earlier, you can make another V-fold from here. Use the same technique. You can cut the paper shorter. Fold the paper in half and then leave the tab. Okay. And make sure on the folded side you cut a little corner, and then you can have here, the tab. So you can create multiple layer, use the same methods. This V-fold is good for creating scenery, city scenery, or landscape scenery. Well, one thing, be careful when you glue the second one. Always, I forgot to move the first piece over to the tallest piece. Otherwise, they will glue together. Just the placement of it.
How do you tell the kids in order to hide the tabs, would they just color the tabs
They
to
could hide the tab. I demonstrate in here, so the tabs are in the front. You can fold the tab in the back here, and do the same thing. They can just
Oh,
fold it to the
okay.
back. But I
Got
usually
it.
find it the tab in the front, then it folds better and it's
Mhm.
stronger. Because the tab in the back, you need to put another like tape in the back just to secure both sides.
Got it.
Yeah. So now you have like two of them. If you like, for example, you have the sky highlight in the back, and then you have some maybe people standing in the front, or like there's another layer of store or bushes could be in the middle. So this is another way of V-fold. You can create scenery, and the same idea is the same technique. You can build multiple layer as long as to tell the student to think about how can you see through things, like whatever that is in front should be a little shorter so then it doesn't block over the design and image in the back here. So that would be like one thing to remind them. Since we've been doing a lot of the tabs, like you can also tell students just keep getting making little tabs of characters so they can stand them on the side here too. But those are the tab that you would need to constantly like flip them on your own.
Okay.
Hmm.
I seem to have
How's
run out of
everyone doing with this?
pretty good.
Anyone want to share what they've made?
Give me 1 second. I seem to have run out of tape.
Oh, I like it, Marianne.
Oh, that's so
Nice
cute.
bowl, Liberty of statue. Oh, nice. Look at
Missy,
that.
that's great. The
Oh,
Statue of
me too.
Liberty,
That's nice too. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I miss New York. I
That's nice.
ran out of tape.
I just ran out of tape
Very,
too.
very,
So
very
I'm
nice.
not drawing, but I did the structure.
Oh yeah, that's nice too. Yeah. So we only did two. You can do like another one in the middle too. Definitely like you can build as many as you want. It's up to you. Usually I tell the kids to make 3 layers, like one short, one medium height, and one tallest. So then that way they can see the different distance too. It just give a little more interesting things to look at it. Okay, that's V fold. It's also called 180 fold, 180 degrees fold, because you do need to open the pages like completely flat. So you need a stage. Um, and then I believe it's the last one that I'm gonna show you is spiral.
Ooh,
The spiral, you said?
Yes.
Oh, can
Remember
you also
the
please show us the one where the like hidden door where you open it and it's a surprise tab?
Oh, that
The
one is
one,
flipped. That one is flipped. Okay, let's
it's
do the
just flip?
flip first. Yes, that's flip. So
Okay.
um let's use this one. Same thing, right? We have a
Uh-huh.
city. Imagine this is the water. There's a hole. There's a monster there. So on a separate piece of paper, you can cut the shape however you want. Just make sure you're gonna fold this in half. So imagine there's a hole there. I'm gonna fold this in half first, and then you can glue this. Where's my tape? It is here. So tape half down, secure it, and because it's folded, just simply flip. On top,
Oh,
if
okay.
this is all water, imagine this is all water, right? And then when you flip open, there's a monster. Let me think of what monster we can have. Just make sure your drawing is inside that fold so then they don't see it. Something like that. So it's like once you open, because when it's covered, you don't know what it is, but it's like, oh, there's a hidden treasure. Find how many you can find, and then you flip open. There's something. So this is flip. So
I think in the beginning when you were showing us the in the Simpsons book where you had all those open
yes,
windows, is this the same thing?
yes, it's the same thing. So like this is the flip when you open it.
Oh, it's glued on. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
yeah.
thought it was a cutout, so it was pasted in from behind, then with a cutout opening.
No, no, no. She have these, and in this one, it's also glued on. So this
Okay,
whole thing, she cut it in the shape of a cabinet,
got
and
it.
then she glue it onto the paper on the background, and then she just like create this as a fold.
Got it.
Yeah, and then she draw it. So all of these, but like I would tell the kids, because this student, um, So in Simpson here, you can see like the door keeps opening before
Uh-huh.
you even know. So just remind the student everything needs to open from left to right because unless your book is open from right to left, otherwise you see all these pages always like pop up. So if it's on like if this side is glued, this side will not be pop up because it's on the left side. You open it from the left.
So it opens from the left.
Yeah, like instead of gluing the right side, they should glue down the left side.
Oh, so that the door,
The
so
door
the,
would not, yeah, like if the door is closed and glued down on the left side, because the book opens from the left, like you open from the left to the right. So the door would be stay closed and it will not automatically pop open because right now it's glued on the right side.
okay, now, okay, so quick question just for clarification. Does
Mhm.
it, if you put the flip on the left side, then the fold should be on the left side? Is
Yes,
that the same for all the pages, or if it's on the right side, the
it
fold
should
should be on
all
the right?
it should all on the left. It should be all because all of like this
Always.
one is fine because the reason why is because this is the page. It's not closer to the middle margin.
Right.
Especially is in the middle margin, they have the really short distance for the fold, so then they always pop open. Like this one on the very corner, because it's flat, like you have more flat area, so then they don't really pop open that well. So in this case, it's okay. But when you have a door or anything, it's in the middle, with the short angle like this, they will
Mm-hmm.
pop open. So it's better to tell the students to glue their paper, the folded side on the left, not on the
Okay.
right. Mhm.
And you could still always do it like with the fold on top, so it flips up also,
Yes, yes,
but
yes.
always, otherwise, always the fold on the left.
Yeah.
Got it.
You can fold it like you can even glue it on the top and then just fold it up is fine, like cabinet. Um,
Got it. Got it.
mhm. All
Thank
right.
you.
So the exciting part, remember the cheese? Remember how ta-da! Look look at this spiral. Right? So the spiral one is great. You can give students some idea. It's like not only for pizza. Imagine like you go to amusement park, put those like roller coaster trucks on it, you know. So it will be great. Or like even they're driving like F1 car. The kids love speeding, right? So then you can put those speedy cars on it. So that becomes the role. Um, so spiral, you also need two pieces of paper. So let me get one. I'm gonna get one color paper. So the first paper is the same as Vivo. This is the stage. So you don't need to do any cutting. You don't need to do any uh, folding on it. You just need to fold one. This is the stage. Once you make one fold half, this is the stage. And then you will need another half paper. Let me find a different color. So you're gonna need another piece of paper. And this paper, you will need to cut it into a circle. And this circle is only half of the paper, half of the page. So fold this paper in half and cut it. Only need half of it. In this half of the paper, you're gonna make a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just try to like be a circle. And then once you have your circle, you're gonna create like a spiral. And then you just need to cut this out into a spiral. So like from here on, you're gonna cut following the line and cut it into a spiral. You cut out the circle first. Once you cut out the circle, you just follow along with your line and then cut the spiral. If you want to glue little attachment onto the spiral, you might not want to make the spiral too skinny. I would make it about like close to 1 inch or maybe like 1/4 inch thick, because that way it helps you to glue little things on it. So you should have like a little snake kind of spiral. It's in one piece. So next step, once you have your spiral, you're gonna tape them down together. I usually put the tail of the spiral on the closer to the outside edges, because that way when you have the center is on one spot, and then when these glue it on the other side, they can stand up better. So I usually put the tail on the outside edges, and then you use tape. The first one I usually do is put the tape, make a little loop, or like you can use glue here. I think the glue might work better because the tail is small. I usually tape the tail first, put the glue or put the tape on the tail, and then close your paper, press it down, so then it should tape it to the opposite side of your paper. Now the next step is use glue and put it on the back of the center. On the back of the center of the spiral, you put the tape or you put the glue here, and then you close the paper and press it down. That way, when you open it, your spiral, it should open automatically. And this way you can tell the kids whether they wanted to place the spiral lower or put it higher. They can make multiple spiral, small or big, and then they can create scenery as what I mentioned earlier. Like this could be a roll, a speedy roll, and they just need to make the drawing on it. And then they can cut out little cars. Let me use red paper here. So they can like tape all of the little cars on it and becomes like a F1 truck, F1 racing road. Or it could be like amusement park, having roller coaster kind of things. Or it could be like cheesy pizza, you know? Let me see any other techniques. I think that's all the techniques about it. Yeah. There's one technique I didn't teach my student. It's the one that I showed you guys earlier. So this is a spiral. Everyone wants to share the spiral before I show you the one that. That's cute. Hooray! Nice. Oh, I like the color Marianne has. Look at that. It could be a snake too. Now look at it. It's really stand out. Very nice job, Carrie. love that it's big circle. So yeah, it's like
Mm.
firework things because they just pops and it's really nice like movement onto it. So
You know, it's still Year of the Snake this year until February,
yes,
I guess. Yeah.
nice job. Yes. So this you can like turn into even like a animal book. They can make different kind. Just use this too. The last one, it's the one I don't think I taught my student. It's this one, the taco one. It pops. It's like there's two little box underneath the plate, so then when you open the book, they actually stand like they will elevate up from the stage.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, this is the one I didn't show my student, but I did it on my own book here. This one, you're gonna need like two little strips. You're creating like a little box, so you can fold the strip. I don't remember. I was just like learning and making, so I didn't have like a measurement for this one. You're basically using two little strips to make two little boxes. Like as long as you make a little box, and they have to be the same height. Here. The two little box. It has to be the same height. Let me take this first.
So, what if I folded it first, the piece that's double wide, folded it first, and then cut it into the two strips, and then it would make sure my folds were the same place, right?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think so. Because I didn't actually come up with like a math solution on this. I only folded as I was playing around, so that's how I made them. Um,
Mm,
Doing
so
one
that's why
wide
I
one
didn't,
and then cutting it in half makes sense. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, so that's why I didn't teach my student about this one, but it's not actually that hard to make the boxes too. So. But of course, it's for like older age kids. I think it's easier for younger age kids. Um, it might be a little trickier for them to make like the conception of like making two little box. Once you have the two little box, you can just let me use this one. So once you have your two little box, you're gonna glue the two box down in the middle, one on the left, one on the right. So make sure they are standing in the middle here. You just need to glue it down.
Should they
Once
be
you,
touching?
yeah, they need to be touching. So
Okay.
just make sure when they touch, whatever they touch, it's on the margin, on the middle line. So that way, when you put anything on top, when you closes it, they will fold automatically up, and they will fold it on the side, so it doesn't bother what you're putting on top of it.
So the openings are on the sides and the
Yeah, the
folds are
opening,
up and down.
right, exactly. So the opening it's like this. So make sure you like glue both of them in the middle, and then just need to like line it up in the middle. Let me put a little piece of tape here too. So in the middle here, there we go. So this is like a little box. When you close, they will bend to the middle, and then will fold it up. And then when they open, when you have something glued on top, and also it's folded in half, it will automatically link in.
Oh, so wait, so then the openings are top and bottom and the
Mm-hmm.
folds are on the sides. Ah, yes, okay.
Yeah, yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. Um, to answer, we have Bethany, this video will be posted by end of weekend on our YouTube channel. Oh, and it's 8:16. So I'm going to post the link, please, for attendance. Sign this document for me. If you need CTLE credits, make sure you give me your birthday and last four digits of your social, but I need everybody to just fill it out for attendance purposes. And yes, by end of weekend, this video will be posted, and you can also access any of our videos on the YouTube Nikata UFT channel, and I will see if I can find a link or put a link to that also if you want right now.
Okay.
Sorry, you could keep going. Sorry, Faye.
No, that's all the techniques. Like I basically just I focusing on box fold and V fold, and then the flip and the tap. Like only four techniques. Spiral is only for some of the students they wanted to use it, but not all of the kids. But I do show them, like I just show them the five techniques: V fold, box fold, flip, tap, and spiral. And five techniques. If they are making books, you could have like variation of designs. So most of the kids only use two different techniques, and they create quite nice books already. I have students make Mulan before. I find out actually kids like to create pop-up book based on animation movies or like any movies. So you could come up with a project just like, oh, I want you guys to recreate a pop-up book based on a movie inspired by Matthew Reinhardt, I think. Yeah, Reinhardt. So it's one of the pop-up artists, and show them books what Matthew Reinhardt have done, and they'll be amazed, and then they'll like, oh, cool, to do it.
Wow. Okay. Here is the YouTube channel if you guys want to just bookmark it so we can find this video at the end of the weekend.
Yeah. Um, if you
Yes,
want
Charmaine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
some of
Sorry.
the example, yes, I can show you yes, of the examples. So like these are some of the holiday examples too. It's like V fold in the middle, and then you have the tap. This is like, oh here. This is the tap. This is not a flip, it's just a tap because you can see it's just this. Flip is the one that has hidden treasure. So this student use only like V-fold and box folds to create something based on holidays.
When you give this assignment, do you require a minimum of the techniques that you teach them to have in their assignment?
Yes, usually I tell them at least three techniques. So you can, most of the student will use either box fold, V-fold, and tap. That is the common one. Some of the student, as I showed you before, they will incorporate spiral. Like most of the kids, they only use, this one is falling apart. So they usually use like V-fold, and then they have taps, and then it's like box fold here. So
Which are
box fold,
fantastic.
yeah. And then the spiral one is the one that I show them. I haven't I've seen couple kids they did, it was like they did something for either is like water shooting out or a snake or like an octopus or something, so they use the spiral. But the other example I have, oh, I can show you my school's Instagram here. I'll put it out here. So if you look into the Newtown High School Arts, we have an that's the Instagram account. There's like a highlight with all of the pop-up book examples I posted for my students. You can look at some of the example. There's like Mulan and other example as well. And one of the student, she did more than 6 spread pages pop-up book based on Taylor Swift's music album. So it's like I usually gave them an open topic so then they can choose the topic or the themes that they like to create to make it pop up. That way they will be more likely to do the project rather than me forcing them like, oh, make me a book about food. Yeah.
Right.
And everybody will end up making hamburger and French fries. So
I find, they want you to give them choices, right? But when you give them too much freedom of choice, they like have no idea what direction to go or what things to choose.
yes. Do I give student template? My students, I usually recommend them don't trace it, try to draw it themselves because that's the only way to practice their drawing. So the student who did the Ghibli one, she actually draws really well. So these are all hand done by her. She was looking at the picture and she draw them on separate paper and glue them together. So yes, and then there's another student, like I mentioned, she did Mulan. That one, she kept the book. It was really well done as well. Yes, please try it with your student. I would love to see examples too. Even just make it pop-up cards, like holidays coming. So if you have like a day or two, student finish their work early, maybe make it into like a sub-planning and just have them create like a pop-up cards for a holiday. It's great. I feel like a lot of school or a lot of teachers don't really teach pop-up book lessons. So a lot of students have never done this before.
This is so fun.
Yay,
You probably
great.
get a lot of engagement from this.
I do get a lot of frustrations.
Can
Yeah,
I
because
can I sh- can I show my pop-up that I did before?
yeah,
Sure. I'm gonna spotlight you, Marilyn.
Okay.
Go ahead.
wow,
Oh,
look at
wow.
that.
Isn't that fun? So
That's
that's
cool.
in my that's
That's
in,
in our book?
yeah, that's in our book.
I love that.
I got this at the thrift store the other day. It's called Papa Mania. It's the coolest pop-up book I ever found.
Yeah,
It
that's
teaches
fun.
yeah, it teaches you how to make pop-ups by doing pop-ups. Isn't that
Yes,
cool?
yes, I love this.
Look at this. I think it was $1.
That's a great deal.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's
I-
Papa Mania, and it's by was published by Dial Press, and they do and everything was perfect. There's nothing the matter with anything in this book.
yeah.
You got lucky.
I totally did. Yeah. Oh, and let me show. I did a frog too. I gave her
Oh,
a
look
blue
at
eyes
that.
and a
Oh
mouse.
my
That's
God,
fancy.
she's so cute.
That's fancy. It got lipstick on it too.
Yeah, and then I made I didn't have good color contrast, but I put a heart for the little table one.
Yeah, that's nice. Really beautiful.
But I need to make it red because I just grabbed the colors I had next to me. But
Is
this
it
was
called
really,
is
huh?
it called table or is it called the box technique? I can't remember.
I forgot the technique, but I call them little box.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
or
awesome.
for the table. I like the table one actually.
Yeah.
So 'cause they do
That's,
have another piece on top. So yes, it's a nice table. I forgot the name of the actual, um, but yes, it's a great. I like it. I like to do something very crafty. I do have student in my class is mixed 9 to 12 grade level, and then I will have like L student, and then I have like special ed kids. So then I do get frustration when I teach pop up. That's why I slowed it down and gave them the whole marking period to do the books. And before they construct, I usually have them like make a little template together. Each page that they design, they will make a template and then see how it works before they construct the final. So that way they will know whether they get it right. If it's not, I can help them one on one or in a small group.
You
So
can
you do you
unspotlight me, Steph.
unspotlight you? Sorry. Okay. So you kind of do like a boot camp style teaching, so they each have, the lesson of each technique, and then they incorporate that into their ideas, right?
Yes, yes.
That's cool.
Start with teaching, like each day, I only teach them one technique.
Per
So,
day.
from like day one, we'll only teach like box fold and then tell them, like, oh, look at the box fold and then look at your design, which one you might be using box fold. So you could just like incorporate, um, cut your character and tape it in front of the box, or the second day will teach VFO, and then they will experience like, oh, does this work better with this design page or work with another page? So each day they will only focus on one, and then after they see all of the template in front of them, then they will go back and see if it works well, so they can make changes. Um,
So do you have them, you teach, I don't even know how to word my question. Do you have them think about their story first, then teach the pop-up techniques, or like
I
how do
I
you
will show
organize it?
I usually show them the whole project first. I'll show them
Okay.
like, oh, today this marking period we will learn a couple books. So I'm gonna show you some example and some books, and then they will, based on the example, they will have a like brief idea what they want to do, and then I'll tell them your project is gonna create a story pop-up book. It could be based on an existing movies or story that you created on your own. But
Hmm.
if like they need to write their own story, it usually takes a little bit longer time. So as they're thinking about their story, I'll just move on to the technique part. So once they have to see the technique before they build their story, because a lot of time letting them just think about the story, it will take forever.
Right.
Yeah, they
And
will
do
just
you,
sit there
once
and
the
say, oh,
techniques are taught, do you have them storyboard their idea, or at least thumbnail the
mm-hmm.
spreads first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
usually have them create like small thumbnails, and
Hmm.
then they usually ask me like, Miss, what do you think of my thumbnail? Does it work with Boxful or does it work with Vivo? And
Got
then
it.
we'll talk about that, whether it works or not. And then if it doesn't work and they really like that page to be using with a specific fold, then we would just rearrange the design to make it work for like either box fold or V fold or whatever other
Right.
techniques. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anybody else have questions?
Oh my God, this was so fun. When I was in California in 2009, I was at my girlfriend's house in Sacramento, and there was an art museum there that had an exhibit of pop ups by a very famous guy, but I don't know his name, but I would know it if I heard it. But anyway, he was like the most famous pop up guy. And one of the pop ups was a book that was as big as we were. And it would take two people to open the page and everything would pop up. It was so cool.
Wow.
That's cool. I show student Matthew Reinhardt. He's one of the pop-up artists who did
Yeah,
the
it
Alice
wasn't
in
him.
Wonderland.
It wasn't him.
It wasn't him. Okay. There's,
Trying to
yeah,
remember.
there's many artists who did but he was one of the most popular one that we know, and he has a lot of books like the book for the dinosaurs, um, and then the Alice in the Wonderland,
And
and
the Wizard of Oz, did he do
yeah.
that whole series of pop-ups?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
I have a few of those actually. I've
Ah,
I
here it
collected
is.
them.
Yeah.
Is Robert Sabuda.
Oh, yeah, he's another one. I think he started first, and then
Yeah.
everyone follows. Yeah.
This was
That's so
absolutely
cool.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So it's
So
8:31. I don't want to keep anybody. But I want to thank you so much, Faye, for sharing your time on a Thursday night in the freezing cold. Not that you're outside, but and your expertise. This is so I love it. And every time I do it, it makes more sense. You know, it demystifies the pop-up, which can be very, very confusing and overwhelming. So I want to thank you on behalf of our club.
thank
Um,
you.
and I know that we discussed that you might want to do another workshop, which we'll talk about at another time.
Yeah,
You
I'll
mentioned
figure
that you
out a
wanted to do
way
that.
that we can do it because I'm still trying to figure out how to actually work that everyone is able to do it under the camera. So
Okay.
let me
Well,
figure out what.
when you're ready, let me know. I'm here. And
Okay.
next week will be the last workshop of this year. I can't believe I'm actually saying that. And it'll be me with my 3D Mary Blair style castle project, which is a huge
Yay!
success. Yes. I've been meaning to get the flyer out sooner. You need to get your wooden blocks as soon as you can. And then everything else is, yeah. Get some small wooden blocks and decorative elements that are made of wood. And I was hoping to get the flyer out tonight, so I'll try to do that before I
Can you
pass
tell us
out.
what size wooden blocks? Like what kind of,
What if we
Normal size, like from a
don't?
regular wooden block kit that little kids would play with, you know.
and they could be
Um,
square or rectangle? Okay, got it.
there's like a $20 set on Amazon of small wooden
Oh,
blocks, as long as there's a variety of shapes.
Okay.
And then if you can find wooden embellishments, and then the rest is easy. So I don't want to take up anybody's time with this, but I'll try to
good.
get the flyer out today or tomorrow, so you have time to order whatever materials you need. And Faye, you're awesome. Your
Thank you,
your
guys.
uh your way of explaining just simplifies everything. So thank you again. And thank you everybody for always popping up and supporting the group and the community. And hopefully I'll see you next week. And if
Yeah.
not, stay safe and enjoy the holidays and the end of the year and get your rest and see you soon.
Can you wait a second, Steph?
Yeah? Okay.
I found some wooden blocks on Amazon. I want to see. It's list price is $28, but it's on sale for half price. And
Okay. You want to
but
set you can text me the link and I'll check it out. I don't want to keep
okay,
everybody on
okay,
on the
dokie.
Zoom.
I
All
thought they
right.
might want to know too, but
Oh,
okay.
okay. It's
You.
in the chat. Have a good night, Faye. Thank
Okay.
you.
Have a
Thanks,
good night. Thank
everybody.
you. Bye bye.
It's painted already. Is that okay, or do they need to be unpainted?
No, natural, unpainted.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm still looking. All right. See you later. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, everyone.